Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel for 2021's spring cleaning with me. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Michelle. My family and I live in Canada, and I love creating content on cleaning, organization, motherhood, lifestyle, some food recipes as well, and I would love to have you join in and stick around if you like that style content. In part one of 2021 spring cleaning, I am going to be doing the main floor of our house. We do live in a multi-level house, 3 floors to be exact, so it does take me a lot longer than a day or two to tackle everything when I am doing a deep cleaning throughout the house. As you can see, the first room I'm starting off with is our kitchen. The kitchen is really the heart of the home. We spend so much time cooking in here, which means there's going to be a ton of cleaning to do. I'm actually getting started with the refrigerator. This is always an area with 4 kiddos, always helping themselves, serving themselves. It actually gets kind of dirty in here rather quickly. So I want to pull everything out and just give this fridge a deep clean. Once I was done cleaning it all up, I just added all of the groceries that I just did at the grocery store in the fridge. There is nothing like a full fridge full of whole foods and vegetables and super yummy food for all of the kids. I love seeing, it's so rewarding as a mom to be able to see a full fridge, especially during these really difficult times with the pandemic, people losing employment. It just makes me happy, even though it's such a small thing. It makes me so happy and grateful to be able to have a ton of food in the fridge for our kiddos. Once I was done cleaning out the refrigerator and putting everything away and washing down our sink and all of those dishes, I just wanted to go ahead and do a quick little tidy up of the kitchen, move things around that don't belong on the countertops. If you have been following for a while, you know that I prefer to have minimal things on display on the countertops. I feel like it makes the house look a lot more cluttered and a lot more messy. So I just prefer to have everything tucked away in a spot. So I want to go ahead and just do that. before I kept going with my deep cleaning.
Put your body on the kitchen table and move the dishes to the side. Yeah, girl, you always tend to drive me crazy, looking at me with those eyes. Yeah. Put some music on, turn the lights down low, throw the pillows off the bed, blow the candles out, move your body slow. If you got something on your mind, I'ma try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it. Baby, I still wear the shirt you gave me, 'cause it reminds me of the times when I was down and you were there to save me, telling me that I'll be fine. Put some music on, turn the lights down low, throw the pillows off the bed, blow the candles out, move your body slow. If you got something on your mind, I'ma try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it. If you got something on your mind, I'ma try to help you let it go. You got something on your mind, I'ma try to help you let it go. Baby, I'ma try to help you let it go. Oh no. Try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it go.
You guys know that we've had a few setbacks in our kitchen renovation. It is coming along, but it has been a slow process. We probably started this just before the holidays, so it's slow going, but I'm super happy with the progress that we've made so far. Every video that I'm filming, there's kind of something different in it, which is kind of cool too. It'll be really nice for me to look back on. So as for deep cleaning, I want to wash the windowsill. I was also wiping down all of our backsplash. Since it's white, you can see the grime a lot easier. And then I also want to wipe down some of the cabinets that were dirty. We got these painted in December. They're lovely. They're white. It makes the space look so much more open and bright. But having a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old toddler, their little fingers, you never realize how dirty they are until you look at your cabinet doors. once I was done the kitchen for that day, I moved along to this little nook, closet, mudroom. I'm not quite sure what you want to call it, but this is where we put all of our shoes and coats and book bags too from school. I guess we can call it a mudroom. So I want to go ahead and just take out some of the bulkier, heavier jackets and boots and duplicates that we have, maybe some bulkier sweaters that we don't wear in the spring and summer, to just make some room and make it look a little bit less cluttered. This is all the stuff I ended up taking out of there this far. It does still tend to get cold in the morning and in the evening, so I kept some of the warmer clothes in there, but I did want to go and take some of that out. This table was crafted by someone here locally. We've had this for a couple years now, I think. It serves such a great purpose. It's huge. I think we could probably sit about 10 people here, maybe 12. It's great multifunctional table for coloring, painting, eating. I can just use a scraper and scrape everything off, which is fantastic when you have little ones. I end up putting the chairs back on the table once they were all cleaned because my 23-month-old likes to take the chairs and bring them over to the kitchen, and that could be kind of hazardous for her. So at this moment, while she's really busy, I like to just make sure that these chairs are put up onto the table so that she can't get hurt. Baseboards and walls has to be the part that I hate cleaning the most in our house, but they are so dirty all the time, especially this area here around the table. Again, having younger ones who are putting their hands up on the wall, or even my daughter at one point was throwing her food onto the wall. I knew I needed to go ahead and clean those. I almost wanted to hire someone to clean it, how bad I didn't want to do it. But I figured it would give me motivation to keep going, and it would help you guys and hopefully give you guys motivation to clean those areas of your home that you might not want to clean, but it's so worth it in the end.
Once felt I'm done with the defense, drove back and climbed over your fence. Had to show you that I was a mess. So you were shrugging your shoulders, I'm closed off, that's what I told you. Soon enough, everything started to change. 'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying highs. Riding on the dizzying highs. as sunsets. Remember the colors, they were wrong. It was way more than a dream. We climbed up, yeah, over the hillside. So right, we stood there all wide-eyed. You and I floated on air in my mind.
Moving along to our family room, you already know we spend so much time in this room, especially in the winter, fall and winter and spring, because it's not nice outside. We live in a cold climate. So I wanted to come in here and do some general cleaning up. I'm also going to do things like wiping down the television, all of our little tables, all of the picture frames to get any fingerprints off or any dust. And then I'm going to go ahead and wipe down our mantle. This mantle was actually made by my husband, which is beautiful. It's great, but it was collecting a little bit of dust, so I just went ahead and wiped it down. If you have been following, you know that I love to use the Method line of cleaners throughout the house. They're non-toxic, they're good for using around kids and pets, so I try and make sure that most of the chemicals I do use in the house are safer products, but sometimes I do tend to use other ones as well. I actually chose not to decorate a ton for spring this year. I just wanted to add a few little Easter pieces since Easter is coming up. When you guys see this, Easter was probably the weekend right before, but I want to add just a few little cute decorations. I've been trying to go a little bit more minimal, especially for spring and summer, kind of make things a little bit more airy and clean.
'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. I'm standing on the dizzying heights. You make everything so much better.
I got this scrub brush from a local store here. I've been meaning to clean this Hearthstone for so long. My daughter actually threw some Rice Krispies on there at one point, and it got super dirty and crusty, so I wanted to scrub that down. Just while I was in here doing a deep clean, I may as well just clean that up. And then moving on to the toys, look at how many toys are behind this little shelf, and it's just not practical anymore. I'm going to go ahead and organize all of these toys, probably downsize, hopefully at least a quarter of them, bring some downstairs, donate some as well, get rid of things that might be broken or missing pieces. We spend a lot more time in here in the winter, but now that spring is here, it's time to get outdoors, spend time with our family, so we don't need as many toys on the main floor. And to be honest, it's just so much more work for me to clean up every single day because it's all over the place. So I just want to rip everything out, sort through everything, and reorganize it.
Riding high on the river, you and I, we're climbing way up together, standing on dizzy heights. You make everything so much better. Riding high on the river, you and I, we're climbing way up together, standing on dizzy heights. There's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. Oh, I'm standing on the dizzying heights. Oh, I'm standing on the dizzying heights. Oh, I'm standing on the dizzying.
Being a stay-at-home, work-from-home mom, you will most likely in every single video see at least one of my two little ones. Right now, my little girl is napping. So my 3.5-year-old Easton is here playing with some Mr. Potato Heads and also trying to help me out a little bit, which is fantastic. I love it when he's in the space helping clean up. It just keeps him organized and teaches him how to do it. But it's hard to get rid of things when you have little ones because they don't want you to get rid of anything. But as you saw just a moment ago, those two blue bins were actually bins of things that I was pulling out of the space. So I actually got quite a few things removed.
Standing on the dizzying heights, everything's so much better. Riding high on your river, you and I, we're climbing way up together. Standing on dizzying heights, you make everything so much better.
Now that I've got all those toys organized and out of the way, it's time to wipe down our couch. Once again, having tiny little ones eating throughout the house and putting their fingers everywhere, their mouths everywhere. Sometimes our couch does tend to get dirty. This is one of the reasons why I went with darker furniture, only because I didn't want their fingerprints all over some lighter furniture. And to be honest, a lot of the time they'll eat at the dining room table, but for breakfast or snacks, sometimes they will sit on the couch.
I once felt I'm done with the defense.
The last thing I wanted to do before letting you go is just washing up these floors, especially with spring and summertime. That's our patio door right there leading to our yard. Our little ones will walk in and out with their boots, especially our 23-month-old.
Everything started to change. 'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling.
Anyways, I want to say thank you so much for joining in and sticking until the end. My next video should be another spring cleaning where I'm going to do our bedrooms and possibly our basement as well.
Riding on the dizzying heights. I felt like nothing could stop us. Sunsets, remember the color.